My best friend and I have played Madlibs since we were kids, and we often play them together as adults on road trips. We're always looking for ways to make them even more interesting and funny, and now that AI art has arrived on the scene, it was a perfect match. So here's how this works. We send each other the words for a Madlib. We then enter those words into our Madlibs, and we run each sentence through MIdJourney to create art to go along with it. Then, we get together, share what we created, and hilarity ensues.
Hopefully I'm feeling good now.
I hope so too.
Maybe feeling really good, who knows?
All right, as promised, here is an update. I had surgery. I'm fine. I mean, obviously I'm in pain, but I woke up in a great deal of pain. But they gave me some pain medicines and sent me home with some more. My guts are pretty beat up feeling, but I have my nurse here. She's a very attentive nurse, you can see. Sleeping on the job. But I can't wait to do more videos for y'all. And I survived. And let me tell you, you never want to do MIdJourney surgery because it gives you some creepy pictures. Maybe we'll share some next video. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you again.
Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. Welcome to the next episode of MIdJourney Madlibs. With me, as always, is my co-host and best friend, Brent. Please say hello to our lovely viewers.
I didn't know they're lovely, but hello anyway.
They're always lovely. If they're viewing our videos, they're lovely. All right, so we're not going to go into a lot of description here. You guys know how this works. There's a little intro that tells you what we do, but basically we play Madlibs with each other. We send each other, Madlibs. If you don't know what Madlibs are, I don't know if you've been living under a rock or something. It's a book like that, and it has. Go and flip the page. It has a little story, and the story has blanks, and the blanks have parts of speech like noun, verb, adjective. We send each other
number.
Yeah, we send each other our responses because all we know is what words he's asking for. They plug those words in. It comes out really silly. We added the twist of AI generated art in order to accentuate the humor and also to celebrate the unexpected beauty and sometimes ridiculous absurdity of AI generated art. So,
well, the art for this episode is really groovy. I got through it and I'm like, this is really groovy. Oh, of course it's really groovy.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I had surgery last week. In future world, and in past world or now world, or it's still Groundhog Day and it's next week.
Right.
But we'll see.
It's like when you do YouTube videos, you kind of feel like a time traveler sometimes. You have to learn how to do tenses correctly.
And this is Get a Clue in the style of Woodstock. Holy cannoli! Mr. Body, the wealthy and mysterious mechanic and owner of Tudor Mansion, has been found dead as a coffee bean no less, in his luxurious home.
It's a very long sentence.
It was.
Oh my lord. Is he also a conehead?
or an Easter egg? And I'm pretty sure his beard is frosting.
He's Humpty Dumpty. Luxurious home is definitely there. Big, huge open room. Portrait on the wall above a giant open door. It looks like there's a table with people sitting at it behind that, possibly.
In the fireplace.
Oh, it's a fireplace. Okay. I do also think that his beard is frosting. Actually, no, it's probably not frosting. It might be whipped cream because we did say holy cannoli. And then I also love the fact that he has weird blue balls above his eyes. Or are those a second set of eyes?
Did someone paint eyes on him? I'm not quite sure. Now, all the light bulbs at his dinner party are suspects. Any one of them could be the guilty cow.
This looks like a Far Side cartoon.
You are right. And you will see later that none of these had anything hippie-ish about them. The light bulb and the cow motif was all that the AI wanted, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's great, although the cows in the crowd are a little
Light bulb like?
odd. They're actually more pear-like when you think about it.
Pear-like, yes. They look almost like they have horns. Well, oh, they do have horns.
Yeah, they do have horns.
Down there.
So they're all steer.
And basically no face. And then there's the one there
that looks like a person wearing a cow mask. He's like, day 5.
Very simple. And
day 5. They still haven't figured out that I'm not one of them.
But so far, no one has been able to figure out who drank Mr. Body.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you'd want to drink Mr. Body, but I mean, this looks like a fun guy to hang out with.
No, I think it's Tommy Chong with his hair dye.
Right?
I mean, his hair went silver anyway, so he did the top part in purple streaks, and then he did a ginger beard.
Mm-hmm. And then put purple flowers in his hair just to accentuate that. That shirt is insane. It's like 10 different patterns.
This is
put together.
Ultimate hippie. I mean, the guy in the background with the headdress
mm-hmm.
and
the
Janis
girl
Joplin over there.
Janis Joplin with her 7 fingers and her weirdly shaped wine glass.
Oh, they always do this. The yellow mystery needs to be solved. And you, Brent, are the funky detective for the job. And Funky was so great.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I mean, they kind of... Well, I don't know. It's a little 60s-ish, but it's kind of bordering on 70s as well.
I will say I did seed it with red hair since it was Brent.
Yeah, and that's fine. I understand that because you wanted it. It's supposed to represent you because you were the person in the room.
But I don't look that great. My lips are nicer. Though. It's up to you to hang out. Who among the 6 invited party guests wrote Mr. Body?
All right, which one of you did it? That's what the guy in the door is saying.
But this looks nothing like any of the other art. These rabbit dogs,
right?
And are those manatee people? I mean,
I don't know.
And then the woods, his duty. It's up to you to hang out. Who among the 6 invited guests wrote Mr. Body? Where in the mansion's 9 rooms the simplistic murder took place? And what the killer used as a weapon to commit this horrible chord.
Oh, actually, it's not a horrible chord. It's a quite nice chord. That's a lot. Wait, okay, there's a lot of weirdness in here. Okay, so first of all, the door is not attached to anything. It's just sort of floating in midair. I don't know why the ball of yarn has a face. It almost looks Muppet-like.
Why are there guitars?
Right? Well, actually, there's a guitar on one side. The other one kind of looks like a cello.
Use your detective skills and follow along with the stories in this action figure as we eliminate murder foxes, suspects, and rooms. 6 by 500.
I love murder. Oh my god, they're murder foxes. Actually, they look like detective foxes.
Well,
they're foxes. They're foxes that solve murders, so they are still murder foxes. Action figures. It did the entire thing as action figures. That's why they all showed up like that.
It came out. The word was action figures. I mean, what you gave.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. By the end of the story of this hairy foot, will you be able to deduce who done it?
Remember I was saying the absurdity of AI art? There's a good example. There's a weird head, body, hand. Well, it has arms, it has shoulders, and well, not really shoulders.
Maybe
it just has arms.
Stretched out, or I don't know. And then there's the other one at the end of the table.
Right, it looks like a Muppet.
It's like a Muppet Mad Hatter.
I love it.
Yeah. So here we go, and these are also contenders.
I just wonder how it interpreted him as a walrus person.
Or a seal.
Or a seal,
He's like a baby seal.
But why? Why did it interpret it that way? Just such a strange thing. Oh, the cows.
Now, all the light bulbs at his dinner party are suspects. Only one of them could be the guilty cow.
I don't know what's going on with some of these cows. Like the one in the middle has 3 legs, which is weird. And the one all the way on the right looks like it has a second body that's smushed up against the wall. I don't know what's going on there.
And that look on that cow's face.
So this is like murder. This is drawing on the word murder to have like, it looks like blood running down the front of a mansion. So I can understand that it's more of an artistic view. Oh, action figures. I love it. Murder foxes.
Isn't it great?
Oh, and it even came out a little flower children with one of the foxes with all the flowers around it.
I did not notice that before, so this should have been the winner.
No, it's great. It's great as an honorable mention too. We still get to see it. I love it. Oh God, a hairy foot.
At the end of this hairy foot.
But it's not really hair. It's yarn hair.
I know, but it's just so great. And then look at those, like those pants behind
right? It. Like one of them just looks like a regular pants leg with like a boot, and the other one just looks like someone crocheted a pair of leggings with footed leggings.
And this was too good.
Oh God. Oh my God! So yeah, it's a hairy foot, but it's also a weirdly misshapen foot. There's only 3 toes. The nails don't quite work right. It has a mouth on it and a mustache.
That's a wrist. That is totally a wrist.
Yeah, and it looks like it looks like at the top of the picture, which may not show up in the actual recorded version. It may not show up in the recorded version because the frame may cover it up, but just trust us. There's a lot more hair at the top of that foot. Because it looks like it's starting like the hair on top of someone's head up there.
Oh my gosh. That's it for me. So it's your turn. And I can't remember your thing.
No, it's going to be great.
This will be fun.
It's going to be great. All right, so my Madlib tonight is a few of his favorite things, but done in the style of HP Lovecraft.
Is that a cake?
No, you'll find out what that is in a minute. If his monster was on fire, these are the things your guy would grab as he's screaming, "Booga, booga, booga!" at the top of his lungs.
Oh, wow. I can see this thing saying booga, booga, booga. But he's got to say it very carefully or he will cut himself to shreds. This is good.
Yeah, I love this. I think it's adorable and silly and funny, and it totally fits the theme. So here's the rest. Here's the list of things that he would save. The first thing he would save is his signed photo of Stephanie Blackman. So it obviously picked up on Stephanie and the first part of her last name because every image it gave me was a black woman. But they're all beautifully drawn.
Wait. Okay, so the person speaking is not Stephanie Blackman. Stephanie Blackman is in the background.
Yes.
Or maybe it's both of them.
Yeah, I do love that it incorporated the HP Lovecraft idea in how the hair in the photo is sort of turning into tentacles. And there's weird cosmic creatures flying in the background behind him.
It's like chickens.
Yeah, and it's almost like it's all birthed out of his imagination, you know? It's very cool. All right, so the signed photo of Stephanie Blackman. The top hat he inherited from Desiree.
Oh, wow.
That's just cool. That's just super cool. So I had to pick this one.
So that's his real face. And he intentionally got his steampunk hat made in the style of himself.
It looks like Cthulhu.
But it also looks like a dapper predator.
It does look like a dapper predator. You are correct.
And calamari.
The next thing he would save is a pleated skirt from his college years.
Is that Prince Charles?
But I mean, it's very Mom Jean scripted. It also, it kind of looks like he has a front butt, like his butt's on the front instead of the back.
Because I have hair too tight, or I don't know. Maybe he used to be chubby, and that's kind of his belly.
He would save the aged melted butter he keeps in his climate-controlled puffin.
I love it so much.
That's just so weird. Okay, so first of all, that butter's not melted. It is quite solid. But also, the reason this one was chosen more than any of the other ones is because it actually looked like the butter was being put into the puffin. You know?
Well, it's not a real puffin. It's a ceramic puffin.
Yeah, it's a climate-controlled puffin, exactly. The next thing he would save is his purple Tiffany lamp from his trip to the Moulin Rouge. This is one of the most HP Lovecraft evocative things I've ever seen. And I want it so bad. I want this so bad. Even if this didn't come from this, if I just saw this picture on the internet, I would think, that looks like an HP Lovecraft lamp. The next thing he would save is the jar of pickles he keeps in a Kit Kat bar. So
okay,
I don't know why there's a lizard next to it.
It's a pickle. It's a pickle lizard.
I know.
Look at it.
I know. And then all the things in the jar are like his brethren pickle lizards.
Or he's just named after pickles. And so he's like the mascot for this very fancy looking pickle jar.
Oh god.
That's why he doesn't look so cartoony like the gecko, the Geico gecko.
Well, I mean, you'd think if they're going to get a mascot lizard for their pickles, they would find one that has 4 legs and not one. Because he only has 1 leg.
I see another one. It's a vestigial leg.
He would also save his junior high golden Adirondack chair. I mean, it's very.
They stole King Theoden's throne.
I mean, it's the creature on there is very HP Lovecraft. It's very evocative of that. However, I chose this one because it was the one that looked like it was the least comfortable. Because you would never be able to sit comfortably in that.
No, because that thing's boobs will be in the back of your head. Oh.
The cell phone that sounds like Gojira.
Oh, wow. This is so great.
One of the things that I find many things interesting about this, but one of the things that I find interesting is the fact that it looks like the phone, you can pull the phone out of this and put it back in. So this is like a phone case. And I love the fact that the person had the forethought to make the background of his phone match the tentacles on the case, so it blends perfectly together. He would also save the shoes that he bought for $999,999.
Well, at least he didn't spend $1 million.
Right? $1 short. Oh. But these are cool. Like, I would wear these. I would totally wear these. I don't know about the soles having the picture on them. I feel like that wouldn't last very long. But
they look like Converse and Stacey Adams decided to make a shoe together. So is that I
don't know what that is. It's like a man with tentacle mustache beard and owl wings coming out of his ears. All right. And then, of course, the last thing he would save is you.
Oh, gosh. The last thing. Thanks.
Yeah.
And who is me? And who is you? And what is that?
I don't know. But I love the fact that it's like half monster, half businessman.
Yes, it looks like one of Dick Tracy's villains.
Oh, yeah.
From like the neck down.
Yeah. Is that like the neck of a cello that he's using as a weapon?
I think it is. It's a musical instrument we're not aware of, or a lacrosse wicket.
Yeah. So here's some honorable mentions from my Madlib. Here is the first one. This is the butter puffin.
That's a bald eagle puffin.
Yeah. And this butter is far more melted than any other butter that I had. This is the purple Tiffany lamp. And I love the fact that there's a face on it. It doesn't look anything like HP Lovecraft, but
It looks
it's
like
cool.
Dr. Red Duke.
I don't know who that is.
He was a local Houston doctor.
Oh,
He's
okay.
probably still is. And he had red hair.
So this was if his monster was on fire, these are the things your guy would grab as he screams "booga booga booga" at the top of his lungs.
So is this talking about his inner monster?
I guess a lot of the shouting "booga booga booga booga" made you into sort of a monster, because that's, jokingly what monsters would say. They come at you and go "booga booga booga,"
Yeah, and actually, this was someone's acid trip, and he just goes, "Hey," and they misinterpreted it completely.
So that's it. Oh no, there's one more. Sorry.
Oh, there's
This
that
is the
pleated
pleated
skirt.
skirt from his college years, and I included this
And
one
they surprised you with an anime.
Yes, and it's very anime, but also her eyes. Her eyes are what sold it to me, because if that's not the eyes of someone who looked directly at Cthulhu, I don't know what is.
Oh, and look at the tentacle arm.
And they turn into
have-
arms. Yes, with fingers. And
what?
oh, it's creepy.
Are those records or books?
They're books. They're books. That's it. So that was the last one.
I really like that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. All right, that's going to do it for tonight's episode of MIdJourney Madlibs. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and thank you, Brent, for coming up with this idea and hosting this with me every week.
It's an honor, and I'm very excited, and you need to come back next time because we have a special shout out.
We certainly do. All right, but that's it. We're going to drop it off for now. Make sure you go down below the video, click on the like and subscribe button, maybe even click the notification bell. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Like and subscribe. No. Like and subscribe. Like and prescribe. No. Like and subscribe.